How intermittent fasting works. When you think fasting, you probably think not eating. If you're like most of the planet, you like eating. So how can fasting suit a functioning carnivorous lifestyle? Welcome to another informative video by How To Fitness, the channel dedicated to bringing you the most up-to-date trends on health and fitness while making them as relatable and practical as possible. In today's video, we're going to introduce a different kind of weight loss tool that may help you with your climb up that mountain. It's called intermittent fasting. If you're like most people, weight loss is a daunting task that conjures feelings of exhaustion and disassociation. You might have tried this diet or that workout or some nutrition plan. Maybe you've even tried prayer or crystal collecting. But if you've struggled with weight loss, one thing is for certain: you're not alone. Luckily, there is a whole movement out there of people trying the latest craze in weight loss: intermittent fasting. This video will detail the ins and outs of this popular weight loss method, some do's and don'ts, and offer to explain why this method is taking the fitness community by storm. As always, please consult with your doctor if you have concerns about fasting or any other tip you hear in this video. Fasting is not for everyone, and if not done properly, it can create serious health concerns. For more information on healthy eating, check out our other video, Top 10 Superfoods for Weight Loss. So what is intermittent fasting? Well, it is an eating pattern that places emphasis on both periods with and without eating. In one way, it can be considered dieting, as it is a method for controlling one's own diet. But in the conventional sense, it is more of a nutrition plan. Fasting has been around for eons. Once upon a time, there wasn't a grocery or a restaurant that provided instant gratification for the general public. Back then, it was uncommon to see someone overweight, and that's simply because rationing and fasting was an essential element to the survival of primitive tribes. Due to its roots in early civilization, fasting is often a tradition associated with modern religions as well, and may be practiced on specific holidays around the world as a sacrifice. And that's what fasting is, a sacrifice. It means practicing self-control and not stuffing your face whenever you're bored or feel the slightest tinge of hunger. As with most workouts, nutrition plans, or diets, there is a balance between laziness and changing your lifestyle cold turkey. That's where intermittent fasting comes in. There are many ways to fast. Some, as mentioned before, can be for a single day. Others may be intense and focused around lifestyle choices. But if you're the average Joe trying to knock off some useless pounds, then this may be the answer you've been searching for. Simply put, intermittent fasting is fasting that takes place for certain time periods during the normal week. Let's look at a few examples. First, there's the 16x8 method, also known as the Lean Gains Protocol. This method requires you to eat all meals in an 8-hour time frame. Do not go shorter or longer than that window, but make it work within 8 hours. If you are a socialite who eats out at night, skip breakfast. Intermittent fasting means changing your lifestyle, which might mean shaking up your routine. When you're fasting, avoid calories. Yes, sadly, that means even Tic Tacs are out. Another popular method is the Eat Stop Eat method. This was created by Brad Pillone, who came up with the idea while finishing up his grad degree at the University of Guelph. According to his research, Eat Stop Eat can have beneficial effects on your body's nutrition. It requires a sacrifice of no eating for 24 hours twice a week. Then, as with all of these methods, it means eating smart for the other days. That means avoiding greasy foods, saturated fats, and anything high in sugar or sodium. Do we really need to explain this? To clarify, Pillone recommends eating something every day. For instance, If you fast from 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., try getting in breakfast before starting and then dinner after finishing. And as always, drink water every day. Water is life. Water is love. The final method we will discuss today is the 5-2 diet. Similar to the Eat, Stop, Eat method, this diet allows you to eat what you want for 5 days a week, then nothing for 2 days a week. This diet allows a little more freedom as you can consume a normal number of calories 5 days per week. Then, for 2 consecutive days, consume 25% of your normal daily calorie intake, approximately 500 calories for women and 600 for men. There are no restrictions on the food you eat during your 5 days. And what you can expect to see from this work? Women average about 1 pound per week lost, while men experience the same, if not more. Now, this may not seem like much, but these methods are backed by research and a vast online community. If you are someone who has struggled to find a practice that works for you, no better time to start than now. But before you kick things off, another reminder to be safe. Fasting can cause a lot of side effects, and knowing this can be half the battle. Of course, you can expect to feel hungry, duh. But hunger can lead to mood shifts, causing anger or irritability. Be aware of your state of mind, and if you find yourself feeling weak or dizzy, take action. While these symptoms may be temporary, lightheadedness is not a fun experience when operating a vehicle. Know your body and be smart. If for any reason you find yourself in a dramatic situation, such as just having fainted, well then eat something, for crying out loud. Every person's body is different, and when making adjustments to calorie intake, there may be a transitionary period when you're figuring out what sort of fasting works for you. Now that you know what to do, let's talk about how it works. When you make the commitment to change your lifestyle by fasting, your body changes your hormone levels to make that excess fat more accessible. The levels of growth hormones increase dramatically, nearly 5 times as much. This increases muscle and burns fat fast. Fasting also lowers insulin levels to allow the burning of fat as well. Your cells may also experience natural repairing, which can discard unused proteins that have built up over a period of time. This can aid your genes in fending off against diseases. Yes, all this from fasting. Sounds pretty good, right? However, let's be real. You're really here to lose weight. Well, it makes sense that if you're eating less, you're losing more weight. You don't need a calculator to figure that one out. Fasting increases the production of norepinephrine, which is a fat-burning hormone that can increase your metabolism by as much as 14%. In 2014, a review study found that intermittent fasting can cause up to 8% weight loss over 24 weeks. That's real results, my friend. So you're not eating, and then you are eating. Does that mean you can just binge on ice cream and cake? Absolutely not. Eating responsibly is just as important as practicing a disciplined fasting schedule. And there are benefits to changing your diet in this way. Fasting with a healthy diet can reduce common instances of inflammation, including in the heart. Fasting can reduce bad cholesterol, blood sugar, and insulin, which are all contributors to heart disease. In fact, intermittent fasting testing on animals has suggested that it could improve cancer resistance overall, as well as increasing brain hormones and new nerve cells, which in turn can prevent against Alzheimer's disease. You can substantially increase your lifespan. Testing done on rats showed that fasted rats live as much as 83% longer. Does this mean you'll live to see 150? In this day and age, hey, you never know. But probably not. However, with research around intermittent fasting still being in its early stages, It shows promising results for the future. That's a lot of science, but what does it all mean? It means that fasting has great benefits for you, your life, and your weight loss goals. So get out there and try something new. Fasting is a scary term, something that, in the past, has meant restricting yourself to the point of physical agony. But with the right attitude and the knowledge you've learned here in this video, you are on the path to liking what you see in the mirror. Do your own research, build a spreadsheet for your own goals, and get out there and reach them. The only thing stopping you is, well, you. Have you ever tried intermittent fasting? What was your experience like? Did you see results? We want to hear about it. Tell us about your fasting habits below. If you liked this video, please subscribe to the channel, and you can check out another enlightening how-to fitness video right here in this boxy thing. Go ahead, click it. Until next time.